poppin' YouTube? It's your boy KiteZz here with my lovely wife. It's just Alex.
What's up, peoples?
And I'm here with my right-hand man, 2G1A West Side, the best side.
What up, though?
And
if I had a haircut, I'd have my cam on.
Yeah, hey, Cam's coming soon because I gotta. You about to be upset when I tell you some information, Sir West. But
All right.
we are officially on episode 28 of Flock Talk, where you talk your talk with the flock. 28 weeks consecutively of the Flock Talk podcast, which I don't know why after 28 weeks people don't understand. This is a community podcast. It is a podcast where you guys send us the topics and you guys have the chance to talk your talk and promote what you need to promote. It is our way of bonding with you guys, growing together. So if you guys have a voice, you guys have channels, you guys have your own thing, this is a free platform for you to demonstrate to people why people should go support you. And it's all free 99. I've never heard somebody give such a good deal for nothing. You get what I'm saying? So first things first, I will apologize. I'm not feeling good. So if you see me mute my mic or something, that is just on me. First things first, let's get to the first topic. The topic number one, the GTA 6 trailer and how the details and graphics will revolutionize the gaming industry. Do you think it warrants over $100 price tag? As you guys know, and to the people that don't know, Grand Theft Auto 6 has been one of the most anticipated games in the last 10 years. We have still been waiting on it. People are willing to put their house and everything up for it. People are so ready for GTA 6 to finally hit the scene. They're ready for this game to finally come out. I have been playing GTA for years. It came out when we were in high school. A lot of y'all, I think Grand Theft Auto 5 Grand Theft Auto 5 came out in 2013. So let that be evident that it has been 12 years since the last Grand Theft Auto game has came out. Grand Theft Auto is a game essentially where you're open world. You play a character who has a story that is centered in that world, and you can do everything as illegal as you want, except for, you know, assault of the S variety. But you basically can do anything. You want to be a bank robber, go be a bank robber. You want to be a gangbanger, go be a gangbanger. You want to be a lawyer, go be a lawyer. That game has basically set the standard for open world free roam games. It is a generational game. It is also one of the games on the reason why we have the rated M restrictions on games alongside Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat was the game that is the reason why we have to have video games rated, as you guys may have not known. So if you ever wondered why we have to put M for mature on video games, Mortal Kombat is the game that did that. So with the unveiling of GTA 6 coming out, it is probably going to be, well, it is going to be one of the most beautiful games to come out in the last couple years. As you guys can see on the screen, the game just looks vibrant. It looks realistic. The graphics are getting to the point where it's almost getting to the point where it's gonna start imitating real life. They have a lot of celebrity references in the game. They have a lot of historical references in the game that has happened in pop culture, such as the Alligator Man, such as the real life Joker, the guy who had the tattoos on his face that made him look like the Joker. A lot of streamers are kind of referenced in it. So they're completely taking over pop culture. With it being like that, this game has also announced that the creator of the game feels like video games and all the things that they create, they feel like GTA 6 deserves at a minimum a $100 price tag. Now, for people that are in the gaming industry, just not even 10 years ago, about 5 years ago, games were $50 and $60. So in 5 years, we went from $50 and $60 to $100 for a game. And knowing how GTA works, if you guys have played GTA, the base game will come out, but you will have to buy DLCs. They make DLCs every couple months, and each DLC is like $10 to $15. You're looking at probably about, over the next year, they're gonna milk it. So about 20 DLCs, 30 DLCs. So they feel like you guys deserve to be paying $100. I don't know how y'all feel about that. I don't think any game is worth $100 if I'm not getting exclusive content and stuff that other people can't get. I know that a lot of people feel like all the hard work that is put into gaming is deserving of the price tag, but I will tell you now, the same technology we are using for these games, the technology that they're using for these public games now, these engines that they're created on, which is Unreal Engine 6 and some other engines. Unreal Engine 6 was given away, or 5 or 6 was given away for free, by the way. You can download that engine for free last time I checked. So you're paying for people working on a software that is available to the public, that has been available to the public, and you're paying for games that, unfortunately, the history shows, allegedly, you're going to be paying for a game that is incomplete. So how do you guys feel about GTA 6? How do you feel about the delay? How do you feel about the graphics? How do you feel about the game overall? And how do you feel about the price tag that they feel that you should be paying $100 for the base game? Alex, if you would like to start off before we start bringing people up.
I never really played. I played GTA, but like loosely, not as far as like playing like for the missions or anything. I'm just playing because like all of my relatives and like my cousins were playing it. I think it is kind of crazy that people had to wait 12 years for the game, but me personally, I don't see a game being worth $100 of this extent, especially when people are gonna mod it out anyway. That's just my opinion. But the game looks good, but I stick to my $30 budget game, so I don't go over 60 is my max. That's just me.
How do you feel, West?
To be honest, I mean, the game is gonna be cool, but I'm not paying $100 for that game. If it's more than 70 at base, I probably won't buy it. I mean, even if I got it, that's the thing. It's like, even if I got it, I don't want that. Like, I'm probably gonna be upgrading to a PS5 Pro, and that'll be cool. But, you know, I'm not interested in doing a $100 price. Like, even if it is cool, I don't have any interest in playing that. I don't know. The game will be fun, but I don't know if it'll be $100 worth of fun. It really just depends, because you remember, GTA, the game doesn't, like, online doesn't come out right away, and that's the only thing I care about. It doesn't matter how good the story is. But, like, I'm only here for the online at the end of the day.
Right.
So, yeah.
Oh, there's an online.
GTA 5. The online is just like everything that we do. That's the reason we have RP now. But GTA 5 online didn't come out until a year after the base game. Yeah. Base game drop. So it's not worth it to me, at least.
Yeah. And most
I'm
likely
here for the RP though.
Well, that's the sad part. GTA 6 is confirmed that it's only going to come out on console for the first interval of it. We will have to wait for the PC version. So the role players RP, which is the most popular content for GTA, won't even be able to happen for the first year or wherever, so they drop it. That's another reason why people are like, I'm not paying $100 for this game so I can play the story mode. And then when it comes out on PC, everybody knows they're gonna jump to PC because role play is the biggest thing on Twitch. So you're basically about to spend $200 on a game just so you can stream.
I'll wait.
All right. Will Too Humble, go ahead. 2 minutes, 30 seconds, y'all. How do you feel, Will?
Well, me being a part of the gaming world, it's stupid. Like, come on, man. Having a base game be $100, like, it better come with everything. I better get early access. I better get all the things majority of people don't get just paying that much. I better be able to see. I better be able to see certain scenes other people can't see. I better be able to see everything and do everything over everybody else if I'm paying that much. Because to be honest, in this modern time, when it comes to video games, best believe if you think that buying something for $100, especially a game, you are on something. There's something wrong with you. You need to get checked. Because $100, that you can use $100 for anything else on the planet, right? But you want to sit here and spend it on this, knowing that nothing is really out yet. And then, come on, man. We have to look at history. History is very important. It was not like that as far as like you know, people really being on there, like playing it every single day until online was out. Without the online, it's gonna be the same exact thing. People gonna have their honeymoon and then gonna sit there and go to something else that's way better at that moment. Because it's not gonna last for that long. And best believe, trust and believe. I played it multitudes of times. It's not the same. And for it to be at $100, please give me a break. But hey, that's just me though.
Okay. Shout out Will Too Humble. Bear Claw, how do you feel? How do you feel about the whole GTA, the graphics, the gameplay, the price point? How do you feel about it all?
I don't know if I can wax poetic in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I'll try. I feel like I haven't bought a game in a long time, but would I pay $100 for the game? No. Even if the gameplay is as sleek as the cut scenes, you know, I'm a cinephile, so you know I love how realistic it looks and how beautiful it looks. I wouldn't pay that much for it. I would just wait for it to go on sale. To be honest, it's still gonna be there. I think as opposed to what Wes was saying, I do care about the story and the world building. That's why, you know, GTA 3 and Vice City hold a deep place in my heart. You know what I mean? Like in my gaming heart. You know, I like how the Vice City captured the 80s. I like how GTA 3, for it being like one of the first big world building games, was such an influential staple. And I like how this game, I think this game is going back to Vice City, right? 6?
It's a new, like, so all the cities are being linked together. So Vice City, the new city they're putting in there, it's basically all the cities are going to get merged. So this will be the biggest map in GTA history.
Oh my goodness. That sounds amazing. That sounds worth $60, not $100. But yeah, I wouldn't pay $100 for it. But it's all dependent on how bad you want it. You know, people pay a lot of money for Jordans, and I don't even think Jordans should cost that much. But you know, that's just me. I'd probably wait for it to go on sale. But yeah, I would have thought I would have like 3 kids before GTA 6 came out. I thought it was gonna be a long time, but I love the cutscenes. I think it looks good. I think it is gonna revolutionize the gaming industry. But you know, time will tell.
Yeah, I'm putting up an image of the map so people can see how big the map is gonna be compared to GTA 5. It is gonna be a big map. I'm not gonna sit there and ever discredit it, but the price point, as you guys can see, GTA 5 over here, this is the size of the average map of GTA 5. This is the size of the map of GTA 6. And it will have some of the iconic regions from the game put in there. So some of the locations from GTA 5 is going to be in there. Some from Vice City, some from San Andreas. They're basically going to just combine all of the maps together, give them a complete overhaul, and just bring a new life to the game, which is very exciting as somebody who plays GTA 5 avidly, because I do the RP. I don't stream it anymore, but I'm still active in it. So yeah. Mr. Yankee, please make sure you censor yourself, brother. Clean content.
I'm playing today. I can truly say this though. I'm gonna be that type of guy who I already have a pre-order already.
Mm.
I just showed some pre-orders that I had from GameStop anyway. So when I walk in, I'm not gonna be really spending $100. I got store credit.
Right.
Aside from that, I understand how everybody's feeling as far as the $100 price tag. I let the speculatory $100 base price tag. We're not even including the special editions or collector's editions. Collector's editions, we could talk anywhere between, as far as in market we could look at between base price of $150 upwards to $250. That's not including scalpers. Scalpers gonna go anywhere between $500 to $1,000,
Right.
guaranteed.
Right.
It's estimated or well over. But for me, I am going to purchase it. I just had a lot of pre-orders that I didn't use, and I had store credit that I didn't use because I'm in the Pro series. If you go on the Best Buy, if you're in the Best Buy Plus program, you probably get a deal off that. You probably get first come, first serve. Walmart, they're having word on the street is Walmart and GameStop's doing midnight. Just some breaking news on you. It's estimated they're gonna do midnight. First time they've done midnight in almost
years.
In a period of what? Years.
Yeah. They the last time they did midnight was the release of the PS5. PS5 was their last midnight release.
Yep, and I got mine on day one for PS5. Now, I understand how everybody's feeling, but I do spend more on that on my Jordans and foam posits than a little bit, so it's nothing new to me. In the same token, I understand everybody saying that for $100 a game is outrageous. I get it, but look at what's happening. Look at the social climate. We got tariffs coming, but then again, I've been hearing another thing that's saying the tariffs been canceled or they've been postponed. I don't know which way is up anymore, but what I can tell you is our money, what I come to say this, our money speaks more volumes than anything. If you say you don't want to spend it, good, don't. Maybe they'll go lower on the price as far as base. Once they see that, then they're going to need it. But in the same token, though, they're going to go for the diehards first. The diehards are going. We're just a minority. Consider the fact that diehards are going to come out first and show up and show out day one. So you gotta ask yourself what side of that coin you gonna be on. That's all I gotta say about it.
All right.
I'm gonna be on. For me, I'm gonna be on that side because I already have, like I said, pre-orders and store credit, so I'm good.
Right.
Gotcha.
Shout out Mr. Yankee, man. Shout out. All right, Big Nitro, Sir Nitro, how do you feel? Talk to us. If he's not here, it's okay. We can renew. When he gets back, he can unmute himself. He's a mod. All right. I can't see his name, but Sir with the, is that the Seahawks? What team is that?
Always learning.
Always learning.
Always learning.
Yeah, I don't know why Discord is cutting his
What's
name
going
off.
on?
Always learning. How you feeling?
It's the Eagles.
The Eagles.
Good. Yeah, so this is a real good question. I was chatting up with Bear Claw in the chat, and I come from like the GTA 2, GTA 3 time. So GTA 3 came out when I was in middle school. So, you know, I'm approaching 40. So I've followed at least this franchise for more than half my life. It's tough to say if it's worth it or not because GTA 5, I looked it up, was $60 base price in 2013. And if you look at inflation based on today, $60 today is anywhere from like $80 to $100. So when you factor in the time that we've waited 13 years, I didn't purchase GTA 5, but when you see the replay value GTA 5 has had, and the fact that people are very comfortable with microtransactions, which I'm not. I'm an offline player. Like online play is something that I've only gotten used to over the last couple of years. I've been like a story mode, game mode, offline by myself type of deal. But people are comfortable buying a game at base price and spending extra money over time. Someone like me who would just buy the game up front and just go with it given compared to how people spend money on video games in 2025, $100. I don't know. I can't say it's is worth it, but me dropping $100 and be gone, I guarantee for most people who really like GTA, I will spend less than them if I bought GTA day one versus anyone who buys GTA 6 and does the whole role play over time.
Right.
I'm comfortable saying that just because I know that's how a lot of these companies make money now is off of microtransactions and DLCs, et cetera, and skins and all this different stuff. I personally don't do that stuff. I don't hate it. Like, if you want to do that, that's you. But for me, I'm more of like, let me buy a game, let me get that replay value out of it, and after that, I will either keep the disc, like physical disc, or I'll take it back to GameStop, sell it for $2, and keep it moving for someone else who wants to buy it used. So I can't really sit here and say that it's worth it, but I just know how things are when it comes to people spending money on video games. People are very comfortable spending more money after buying the game versus people like me who are just like, I'm going to buy the game and just keep it and try to get as much fun out of it one time and then move on from there.
Okay. No, that's fair. That's a fair way to do things. Miles, new king of the flock.
Flock talk. Acknowledge me. I told you I would be king. This is nothing new. It's just something for you to get used to. That's all. Real quick, I just want to let everybody know, since we are from New York. Look, this is the thing about the stock market. Sometimes you go down, but sometimes you come up, and my stock is up, baby. I told you, ain't no belly up over here. My stock's is through the roof. Now, so the topic at hand, honestly, I'm old school. I'm 33. I remember seeing people buy video games, and they would get like posters with the video games. Yep. That was a big deal with a lot of stuff, shoes and all kinds of things. They always give you extra incentives to buy it early and stuff like that. So I would imagine if they're giving you that high price tag, I think they're going to have something on for it. But I know today's gaming market is a lot different than it was back in the day. As far as people buying it, would I buy it? Sure. I don't know. To me, it's $100. As much as we want to like complain about it, there's been a lot of $100 things in the world today, and we'll complain. And then once we get closer to the wire, we mess around and get that bank card and be playing it and getting the game. Mainly, people get it because if you got like 4 or 5 friends that are all getting the game, I'm thinking to myself as like a high school kid again. If 4 of my friends are gonna have it, I don't want to be the only one not having the game. Everybody playing that game, and I'm still playing, something stupid. Something. Now I'm the oddball on the bus. No, I'm gonna play the game too. Like, I'm not gonna be the goofy one on the bus playing the wrong game, and everybody's playing that game. And now my standard is Modern Warfare 2. So if it's got that type of appeal where everybody tuned in to get that game, I mean, the line was wrapped around the world to get that game, then I think they got a good one. I think people are tuned in, they waited for this, so I think they're gonna be a good one. I think they got a good game on their hands, and I hope everybody buys it and have a good time with it.
Okay. Oh, that's a fair breakdown. That is a fair breakdown indeed. I can't see, like, my thing is it's knowing this game. This is one of the most anticipated games, right? People have been waiting on this game for the last 5 years, and since they announced it, we've been waiting on this game. If anything, this game was supposed to come out this year. It was supposed to come out this year, then they delayed it till next year, which made people angry. But my thing is, like, if you're gonna charge $100, I better be able to do everything possible in this game. So it's like, I understand why they held it back. Stepper, how do you feel?
Your story, y'all. Feeling. Oh, GTA 6. Honestly, I actually love the details and the graphics and everything, I mean, honestly, I just hope this game better be worth $100 because it better have everything that Grand Theft Auto 5 has, like online, everything. Feel me? So, I mean, I don't really have a problem with spending big money because I spend $600-700 on boxing gear and design anyway. So, I mean, I just hope this game is worth $100, So so I can be able to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like how I enjoy Grand Theft Auto 5 when it came out while I was in middle school at the time. You know, so I just hope this game better be much enjoyable and worth $100. You know,
Mm.
you know what I mean?
I understand.
Like
completely.
really. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It better be way better than Star Wars Outlaws. That game was cheap.
that game
Do not buy Star Wars Outlaws.
that game
Pretty
was a
much
cash
cheap.
grab. That was a cash grab, man.
Word.
All right, shout out to Stepper, big Stepper. All right, Nitro. You can go ahead if you can talk this time.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Discord. It just went a glitch in the matrix and threw me out, so I left. I'm back now. So is GTA 6 worth $100? And I'm assuming obviously that's American, so it's probably gonna be like a 130.
Yeah, unfortunately for y'all.
Canadian, yeah. You know what? GTA 5. I know we're talking about 6, but GTA 5 that came out on PS3 and 360. That one game, including with the online, spanned 3 console generations.
Mm-hmm.
Right? People bought the game, still spending money on the online with the shark cards, easy money grabs within the game to buy more things and all the fancy stuff and whatnot. And for the amount of time and effort that's probably going into GTA 6, on a business end, they're probably justifying it because of how much money GTA 5 is making them, right? And how long people have been playing that game. So instead of looking at it as like, is it worth $100? Like, you're gonna spend your 100, and how long is that game gonna last you, right? Especially if it's one of the games in the next generation. Is that a game now going to last another 10 years, right? So what, $10 a year right there minimum, right? For anyone that plays the role-playing stuff for the game and the expansions and all the free stuff that GTA 5 came out with, I'm expecting all of that for GTA 6, right? So you're gonna have fun free to play, but someone's gonna drop in more money. So $100 is probably the least of your worries. And if you are really bothered by that 100, speak the language that businesses speak. That's money. All right. So if you don't think it's worth it after you see the reviews and yada yada yada, and none of your friends are getting it, which I'm pretty sure most people in this chat, friends are probably getting that game, even if you're not the one getting it. Don't spend the 100, and for my case, probably the 130, right? Once you're not spending the money, guess what? The game then goes on sale, but then guess what happens? The game might flop later on. So it's up to us if a game succeeds or not, and the businesses looking at that.
I agree 100%. Shout out Big Nitro. Actually, I don't even need to move you down, Nitro. You're mod. Keep you up. Mr. Yankee, you raised your hand again. You can wrap this up. Keep it short. Keep it short and sweet, brother.
Yep, I'm still here. Okay, so to add on to what Big Nitro said, like I said before, our money speaks more volumes than anything. That's how businesses talk back. So with that being said, it's at your discretion to buy it on day one. I've already said my piece on it. And first and foremost, thank you for reading my question. I appreciate it. Even though we didn't get to it last week, but thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem.
One thing, Star Wars Outlaws was that bad?
Yes.
I was thinking about getting that.
Don't. Don't get it.
Not trash.
It was that bad. Star Wars Outlaw was that bad. Do not get it. Go ahead and
Okay. Now, on another note, did anybody get the Capcom Fighting Collection too? It's now like $40. It's good.
Wes,
especially
Wes, did you end up getting it?
Huh?
I'm asking Wes.
I haven't bought it yet, but I'm going to buy it.
Okay.
Yeah, man. That's as SV CVS, man. Too is the truth. It's the truth, man. You can play Ultimate Rugal, or I like to say God Goki, aka Akuma.
Mm-hmm.
My guy.
Absolutely.
He's the truth.
You can play boss characters online and all of that stuff. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm hit.
Justin been going ham on the circuit.
Yeah.
Ain't even been a week yet, man. A whole week.
Shout out to Mr. Yankee. We gonna get to this next topic because I know everybody gonna have a lot to say on this next topic, because this is ironically a topic that is actually trending on our channel, which is funny because we did a talking head video about it. If you guys pay attention to the content that we have on our channel, Talking Head is a segment where we talk about social media random topics. It is the gingers are black trend. Right, so if you guys don't know,
I just need to remind y'all again.
This lady right here went on. Hold on, let me pull it up. I gotta go to the where it's forwarded at, because if I click it, it's just gonna open the link. Hold on. Forward. I'm sorry, y'all.
I got it. I'll drop it in there.
Yeah.
I thought it was just gonna play the video.
Yeah, they'll see it on stream, but the people won't see it that are in the call right now. That's the problem.
Oh.
Yeah. So basically, while she's doing that, let me give you guys the context. So there was a lady that went on social media and she went super viral for a trend called, she basically gave a backstory, like a religious backstory about how gingers are the people that have red hair individuals were connected to a deity in, I think was it Haitian spiritualism, or I think it was in Haitian
I'm not sure.
Yeah, Haitian spiritualism. How you doing, Rayham? But she basically gave this telling that gingers are connected to black people through this deity. That's why they're born with red hair, and that that red hair is also linked to melanin and such. She gave like a full breakdown. When somebody posts it, I can play the video clip for you. It started off as jokes. It started off as memes when people's response to it. But now people are taking it a lot deeper than it needs to be. Me personally. So, yeah.
Yep, that's all I was gonna
Remind y'all again. Everyone who is ginger, who has red hair, those are black people. All gingers are black people. If they have red hair, they are black. You see a white man with red hair, that's a black man. You see a white woman with red hair, that's a black woman. Gingers are black. All gingers. I just need to remind y'all again, everyone.
So that ended up creating this trend where she went super viral. Now, there are people that actually are coming forward with more evidence, claiming that this lady is not as crazy as people are painting her out to be, because there is some historical evidence that links some periods. But also, if you believe in the Bible, you know that we all come from one location, one man, one woman, and that we are connected through the ancestry through Noah. But I'm not going that deep into that, because I understand that when you start having families and families and families, and you guys are splitting up through generation and family lines, there's going to get to a point where the original source of that bloodline is going to be like 0.000%, 0.1% of an actual person. But it's turned into a trend, and it actually has turned into a big debate about the ginger community being black people or not. Now, I will show you guys the clip of Talking Head where we actually did a video on it, and it is going super viral. But a lot of people have turned this into a race war, which is unfortunate. I think that is the biggest issue of all, is the fact that people can't even take jokes anymore. Everything has to be everything has to be so serious. So here's the trend that we were showing on our channel.
Okay. What?
Hey, you know what?
X. George football of the people.
Hey, I don't blame them though. They going crazy. Like the trend is just full of them, man.
I think we have been recruited by the black community as a result of the rising racial tensions in this country, and you could not have picked a better people. We have been resisting the white Englishmen for all of history. Okay? We are made for battling the white man. That's what we do. We go from Ireland. Let's go redheads in America. George Washington, okay? Slap to the white man. Mark Twain, the father of American humor, okay? Redheaded. All he did was talk about the white man. And by any means necessary, you must bring up Malcolm X, the man that bridges us all, a red-headed black man. I think we've been recruited.
So, as you guys can see, it's just full of people laughing and having a good time about the whole trend. But then there is the side spectrum of people that are extremely pissed off about this. And I understand.
Yeah.
To the point where people are even though our video was just us having a good time, there's people in our DMs calling us racists and they calling us fake blacks and all that. I'm like, bruh, all right, I ain't gonna fight with y'all people. But
they throwing them animal emojis, and y'all know which one we talking about. We
yeah,
just can't
all
say it.
that. So how do you guys feel about the trend of the gingers are black people? Alex, go ahead, and then West, and then Nitro, and then we'll bring everybody up.
Taking it for what it is, I don't know the historical background behind it, and nor do I really care, because at the end of the day, we're all people. I don't care whether they're this or they're that. It's just more of it got turned into a joke, it got turned into parodies, it got turned into both communities, I guess, coming together, just having a laugh, having a good time. But then there's just some people that's just taking it to heart so badly to where that it's starting to become a race bait type of
conversation
situation. Yeah, it's like people are coming in the comments and just like race rage baiting people, saying the most outlandish things. No one's being disrespectful. No one's saying anything that's super crazy. Like, I don't know. The world is too sensitive.
West, how do you feel? How do you feel about the whole gingers are black trend that's going on?
Honestly, to me, the only people who are black are the people who are with the same skin tone as me and y'all. And that's as deep as I'm willing to go on it, honestly.
Okay, that's fair. All right, let's hear how you guys feel. Squad Princess.
So maybe
Oh, okay. She must. Oh.
Hello.
How you doing, Squaw?
Hey, Squaw.
Good evening, everybody. I enjoyed looking at the clips. They were funny to me, and just looking at it lightly, it was just funny, and I'm willing to welcome a few to the cookout or whatever. But if we want to talk scientifically, the whole aspect of how true it is, how far back you can go, what type of research you want to do, whether it's true or not, that's going to be contradicting. Because when we look at our history, people of color, we are known to be medically, what's the word I'm looking for? Superior. As far as our organs, they seek our organs and stuff like that. They have it in the conspiracy theories and stuff, harvesting organs, and they're always trying to research to see what makes us fast, what makes us strong, what makes us great in different avenues, different sports and things of that nature. Now, if you consider that, take a look at even like in the medical books where it tells you certain people who it's harder to sedate or numb for procedures, or even to give general anesthesia. The redhead population, the gingers, blue eyes, fair skin, they are known to be very sensitive. And I used to work in the dental field, and when it came to like simple fillings and stuff like that, it was like known that we would take out extra lidocaine for a redhead. So if that's if this is what we're learning medically, scientifically, then there's a lot of contradiction going on. It's going to be a contradiction. If they are indeed considered Black, then why are they so sensitive? Or why are Black people considered medically superior? And I don't want to say that Black people are, but just speaking in medical terms.
Yeah.
Because it's like two different ends of the line here. You have the highly sensitive, and then you have the group that can withstand anything, to the point where if you go to the hospital and you're in desperate, dire pain, they won't even take you seriously because, you can handle that. So
you got 15 seconds left.
And I'm finished. I was just wanted to bring that contradiction. That's medically, that's going to be a big contradiction.
Okay. No. Okay. I feel it. I understand it. Thank you, Squaw. So I understand what she's saying. 100%. Mr. Yankee, how do you feel about the whole gingers are Black conversation?
Well, considering for me, I'm from Jamaica, and basically they've been there's been Irish indentured servitude all the way that dates back to the 1800s, late 1800s, actually the late 1600s up to the 1800s. I feel as though that, and I'm part Irish myself because it's in my nature, Irish, Creole, Black, Jamaican, and Cherokee. As far as heritage is concerned, yes, there is some Irish descent that were ginger. Yes, there were. I'm not going to go as far as, that being said, I'm not going to go as far as all gingers are Black. No, they're not. But in history, there has been, because of the fact we was in the slave trade, we was all bunched up together. Both Irish settlers was dating back all the way from Jamaica to the Barbados to the Caribbean Sea. There has been that history, and it's on record. Now, considering the fact that I'm not too partial to agree with this said person, but there is truth in that. Just know your history and actually do your due diligence and research.
Right.
Now, the backlash that y'all received, that's unfair. We should have more of a dialogue instead of a monologue. And you know how us color folk, I use that term color folk with whites and with Caucasians and everybody else included. We all fear what we do not understand, nor do we want to understand.
True.
That's where research and our intelligence should kick in as far as our knowledge. Know your history, and then you know yourself.
Right. Yep. Somebody said I'm at the gym and the ginger just walked in. Hey, throw up a Black Pride. Fist at him, see what happens. I think the reason why it's funny to me is because, especially living in California, living out here in SoCal. It's so diverse out here, and it's like, even hearing like the trend starting off as a joke for the ginger community. It was a big joke like for over TikTok, but the ginger community really like embraced it, and a lot of like trauma was revealed through the trend.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to hear talk about the oppression a certain group is experiencing, but I didn't know that the redhead community, the ginger community, even black gingers, because there are black people that have the red hair, to hear the treatment that they get and like the over sexualization that they get, the same as black people, because black women are one of the most over sexualized groups, just like black men are very over sexualized. The stuff that the gingers were revealing about how they were treated even by the white community is crazy to me, because to sit there and you go and try to be around the white community and you're getting called the stepchild of the community, you're a stepchild to white people, you know, you're a soulless white person. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it makes you think about, it's the same thing that we experience in the black community. We don't want to admit it, but it's the same thing that we treat towards people who are mixed. The black community is very harsh towards the mixed community. Even if the dad is black and the mom is Puerto Rican, or the dad is black and the mom is white, or the mom is black and the dad is white, or it don't matter. It's the mom is Jamaican and the dad is Chinese. Like, it don't matter. Like, the treatment that the mixed community get is insane, because it's like it's almost like we put it that like, yeah, you're black, you can be black in name, like, but your blood don't count. Like, that's crazy to me, but you know, that's just how it is. Any means possible. I got you. Go ahead, talk your talk. Did I say his name right? Again, I can't see his full name because the stream censored.
Oh, it's always learning.
Always learning.
Okay.
My fault.
Oh no, it's all good. Yeah, I'm not on TikTok, so I didn't even know this was a trend or whatnot. But yeah, I mean, people unfortunately live in a day and age where everyone seems to be looking for a reason to be offended. At least when it comes to people who are taking this like more than just kind of like a joke, which seeing some of the videos, I think it's kind of funny. But we live in a day and age where people are looking to get offended over anything. At the end of the day, especially for us who are Christian, we all know come from the same lineage when it comes to it, both physically and spiritually. So me seeing someone who's of a different race, I don't have an issue with someone just because of the color of skin. Let me see how they act first, and
Right.
you know, go about it. And someone who, you know, first generation Nigerian American, grew up playing ice hockey and lacrosse. I've been on both sides of that, trust me. But at the end of the day, I'm still able to do and enjoy that stuff because I was brought up in a way that you focus on the character of someone, not just the skin color. So, but yeah, for people who are taking it like to heart, I think it's already been mentioned. It's clearly something deeper than just someone coming on TikTok and saying that gingers are black. So I feel sorry for them. Hopefully they can find a way to address that. But yeah, for me, just hearing it now, the problems we have in 2025, this is like so low in the totem pole, but TikTok is so good at dropping that match and set things ablaze. So
Very true.
Agree. Well said.
Well said indeed. Steppa, how you doing, Super Lit Jeff? And how you doing, Miss Price? Steppa, go ahead, man. How do you feel about the topic?
I never even heard this trend, to be honest with you, until I seen a few clips just now. Honestly, I don't know. There's some people who just say anything on the internet and just be bored. I don't know. Honestly, it's just funny. Honestly, that I guess a person can say that gingers are black. I mean, who knows though? Because I could say Canelo is black with red hair, even though he's not. Even though he's not black, he's a Mexican Hispanic boxer. I can also say Sheamus is black, but even though he's not, he's Irish with red hair. I don't know, just people that just say anything on the internet to just get attention, just be bored nowadays. Just sickening. Very, very sickening. Honestly.
Okay. Shout out to Steppa.
Very much.
All right. Smiley, how you feel about the trend?
I feel I don't really got no point, but I just wanted to add on what was the lady with the cowboy hat,
Squaw,
what she was saying about how like the black people, like how we got strong genes and stuff like that. It's this lady by the name of Henrietta Lacks, and you can look her up on Google. They used her like cell for cancer, to cure cancer or whatever. Like her cells was used to like cure cancer cells and stuff like that because of the melanin in her skin or something. And scientists was doing research on her. Her name was I don't even know. Henrietta Lacks.
How you spell what is it? What is it?
It's HENRIETT Lacks LACS.
Henrietta Lacks. Okay.
Yeah, Henrietta. Yeah. And they use her. They use her like cells or something to like cure cancer or something like that. That's how they knew black people got like strong genes and like we basically like Superman for real. Like we could like our melanin could cure diseases and all type of stuff. That's how they found out. And they still using her cells till this day to cure diseases and stuff.
Oh,
it's crazy.
Actually, I don't know if y'all can see this, but it says in the caption, it says Henrietta Lacks' family settles lawsuit with a biotech company that used her cells without consent. That's crazy work.
Yeah. They still using her cells till this day to cure like diseases and all type of stuff. It's insane what our melanin can do. That's why like white people kind of be getting jealous of us a little bit because like our melanin can cure diseases. And that was the first case. It's crazy.
Lax cells doubled every 20 to 24 hours. Dang. So she was producing double the amount of blood cells that the average person was. Okay. Shout out to you, Smiley. Thank you for giving us that information.
Yep, so she got a good point. I like that she brought that up because we are strong people.
All right. Nitro, did you have anything you wanted to say on this topic before we move on to the next one?
No, sir. I mean, I've seen a black redhead, so I mean, they were saying redheads are black people, then what are the black redheads?
Super blacks.
Extra black? I don't know.
Extra black.
S tier blacks. Legendary tier blacks.
That being said, I only seen like one or two in my life.
I mean, I've seen a lot of them, but it's like, again, I gotta remember always that like California is just a very different place. Like you're gonna see combinations of things that like the internet,
it's a melting pot of every race, every culture.
Yeah, because like, bro, I remember when people started going like, "Oh, I want Blasians. Blasians are in. Blasians are in." I'm like, "Dang, bro, I've been growing up with Blasians the whole time." It's like, everybody Blasian over here.
But those things come about over fetishes. Like it's like super obsessions over a specific group. That is weird to me. People that do that is weird.
All right, Miles, go ahead. How do you feel about the gingers are black conversation?
We've heard it before. I mean, it's nothing new. You know, I mean, this has been a reoccurring thing. Everybody want to be black. I'm not surprised. You know, it's just one of those things. I don't put any stock into it. I mean, it's not the first time we've seen people who are not black want to be black. You know, it's cool. It's cool until it's not cool. So I have no problem with it. I ignore it. You know, I ignore it deeply. Literally, my sister is a ginger, and she was adopted. She would never call herself black. So we're not even gonna backstory about that. My mom adopted a white girl. She's my older sister, and yeah, that she's a redhead, and she's got the freckles and all that stuff. And literally, she would never say she's black. She is white as snow, white as bird poop. That's just what she is, and she knows it. She would never go and say that. She would think that was a joke. She would think like the world is just trolling or something like that. So yeah, that's kind of how I see it.
Okay.
How did this topic come about anyway? I'm just really like, where did this topic come from?
A black woman started the topic. She started the trend. She started the conversation. Yeah, it was she's a black she's a root worker, and she was talking about the lineage of how gingers are supposedly black. So she started the trend.
This lady.
I'm sorry. I meant
yeah. She
okay. I wasn't here during that part. So a Sambo dude just okay. Oh, so Sambo basically said this. Oh, why didn't you say so? That explains everything. So Steven from Django started this. Okay, that was a little Miss Ruckus. That's okay. That makes more sense now. Okay, thank you.
All right, shout out Miles, man. All right, Armed Swordsman, go ahead. Alex, you can get the next topic ready, my dear.
I already posted it.
Got you.
Yeah. Good night. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Good?
sir.
All right, listen, people. Honestly, I don't understand why this topic is even a big deal. Honestly, the way I see it, we're all people, and the sooner we all realize that, the more we can like let go of all of this. In my point of view, stupid division. We're in a world now where it's like everything is about division. It's always males against females, black people against whatever race, smart people against other people, something to divide us. And I'm always wondering, like, at the end of the day, what does this accomplish? Like, honestly. And I can understand to a certain level the need to protect black culture. It's not like I'm saying don't protect black culture and make people just do whatever they want. And I get that completely. But it seemed obviously to me, based on what I saw, that it started as a joke, right? And if I think there's a problem if at some point you can't just like see what things are for what they are and think that, all right, we have to have a deeper conversation about this. This is another means of oppressing black people, and like joining you is oppressing you. I'm not sure how that works, but sure, if that's what you want to say, that's what you want to say. But to me, it's like it's always division. I'm like, yo, where's the unity? And fine, people have a problem. Cool. People been having problems since day one. We had a perfect garden with all that we need, and it was all corrupted. People been having problems for no reason. So it's like it's just nothing new to me. So I am mostly apathetic about the whole entire thing. It's like it was something that could have been a cool joke, because when you see some of the videos about the redhead people, redhead gingers, whatever you want to call them, when you see some of the video, it's obvious that they're taking it lighthearted. It's obviously just part of sharing culture, and it seemed to me like there was no need for this to be such a stigmatized or a big issue. You know, to me, it was blown all out of proportion. But that's just my thoughts.
Right. I understand. Hey, Armed Swordsman, he said it the best, honestly. Mecha Blue Phoenix. How do you feel on the topic that gingers are black people? Allegedly.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today?
You're doing great. How are you?
Good, and you?
Been enjoying the sun. I just think it's another example of why people cannot take satire. They take things way too deep. And again, you know, we do need to laugh more as a society. And I also agree that I don't even know why this is even a topic to begin with. But yeah, I digress.
I understand. All right. Let's move on to
next topic.
Another topic that is booming in the black community right now. As you guys know, KiteZz is the biggest black streamer across Twitch, and KiteZz has currently launched his new Streamer University. Streamer University was set to be a place for people who were interested in getting into the streamer space to try to, you know, do like a super mega collab where they were going to take streamers that from all ranges, whether you were successful, whether you were low. It was projected to be the chance for people to go on a big campus where they can stream for the entire time, learn from other streamers who are successfully made it. He picked a handful of streamers to essentially run it and teach people things, teach people the tips and tricks on how to become a successful streamer. He did unfortunately face a lot of backlash because when it was revealed, it was projected that any and everybody who wants to be a streamer, if you wanted to take a shot and try to learn and be there, you know, you just fill out the application and, you know, they'll go through and accept it, to a lot of people's surprise and to a lot of people's unsurprise. A lot of people the majority of people that were accepted into the Streamer University were people that were already known streamers, people that were already kind of streamers with a buzz. A lot of them were streamers that he already worked with. And then there was some people that were some little people did get in, but the reason why people were mad was people feel like this was his opportunity to allow a whole bunch of people who are trying to get into it, who are hungry for it, who are hungry to be content creators. This was the opportunity for a bigger content creator to step down and give some game to the people that are trying to get into it. And to their surprise, they found out majority of the people were people that are already successful streaming. They're already people that have fan bases. A lot of people already have big followings of like 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. A couple people were low, but majority were known people. There was another big thing, the OnlyFans community. All the OnlyFans models were upset because he publicly announced he is not letting OnlyFans content makers go join the community. They felt like they were being discriminated against. They called him everything. They called him a woman hater. They called him all that. But he was stressing that this is for people who are doing it on platforms such as Twitch, YouTube, Kick, with the inspiration or the goal to be content creators, streamers such as gamers, reactors, commentators, not people who are going into the adult industry. Now, I agree with that 100%. I feel like people that do the adult industry content, you are in the easiest field possible. I feel like if you can't be successful in the adult industry, that just tells you a lot about yourself. The adult industry is by far the most easily accessible, easiest to grow in type of thing. And it all it costs is your self-respect. That's all it costs. So Alex, you can go ahead. I forgot the topic. It's KiteZz Streamer University.
I took it as okay, so I don't have a problem with him doing the streaming university. I think it does suck that a lot of smaller streamers were not accepted into the university. So I feel like it was kind of, if you were just gonna, because to me this just feels like a big giant collab. There are already familiar faces in the university. These are already successful streamers or people that make good views and revenue and stuff like that and content based off of streaming. These are people that are not new to streaming at all. They've all been around long enough to know the tips and tricks and ropes of what streaming university is. But I just think it's just a big giant collab. I don't think it's anything pertaining to actually teaching people how to stream, because people already know that those people already know how to do it. Now, the backlash that he's getting from it, I think they had like over, somebody said something crazy. He had like well over like a good million worth of applications or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show people a clip of it. I don't know if he's gonna curse, so I'm.
Double Rakai! Hey, don't be doing no dumb shit while you cook up. I'm gonna go ahead and emphasize this. Y'all will spark stream as soon as you get your schedule and as soon as you get your dorm key. Your dorm key.
One thing y'all gotta give his props to, even if he is only helping people who are kind of there, who kind of made it, you gotta give him the props that he is doing this out of his own volition. And a lot of people who are big now will never even think about helping out the next man. They won't put people on.
They don't put people on at all. At all.
Like this. Like this. Of course. Let's go ahead. Yeah. Stop glazing. That don't get you no extra points. So relax. Let's get into it. All right. Streaming University. If you got accepted, congratulations. Class of 2025. All right. All right. It's about to be super lit. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to these slides real quick. First slide. Listen, shout out to YouTube. YouTube have decked out some fire ass YouTube lounges for you guys. Now, what does it necessarily mean? You see that? We see these lounges right here? Late night, that's gonna be a nice chill area. You feel me? Also, look, that's a bougie. They set up a bougie ramen noodle station. Like literally,
as you guys can see, big turnout. Another controversy people were having was the fact that majority of the people that were enrolled in streaming university were in fact African Americans. A lot of the Caucasian community or other races felt like this was discrimination. They felt like it wasn't fair that he made this platform and for streamers, and he mainly dedicated it to black people. But a lot of people fought back. Yeah, there are Caucasian people in the crowd, but a lot of people fought back, and to the point of the streaming community. A lot of these sites won't admit it. Black content creators, we are put into spaces. We are put into categories. And a lot of people don't want to admit it. Black content creation is put into a category. Even us as a reaction channel, a majority of our content is only going to be shown to black people. It can make it to other races. It can make it to other cultures, but it is going to be advertised to black people. We're basically on black YouTube. That's why a lot of the reactors you guys see are black reactors that are connected to whatever topic we're talking about. Now, that's why when you look up Pop the Balloon, you see all the black content creators. But if you type Pop the Balloon and you're on a different side of the internet, there's a whole universe of Caucasian, Asian, Hispanic, all that stuff type of content. So I honestly feel like I can't be mad that a black person is trying to put other black people on, because a lot of races won't do it back for us. And that's just a fact. That is a fact. A lot of other races will not do it for us. So why are y'all mad that we'll do it for ourselves? That doesn't make sense. Y'all tell us to get it out the mud. Y'all tell us we don't deserve reparations. Y'all tell us we gotta get it out the mud and pull up and tie our bootstraps. So then a black person who made it ties his bootstraps and says, hey, other black people, let me put you on. And it's why aren't we included? That don't make no sense to me, bruh. But yeah, Wes, do you have anything you want to say about the KiteZz Streamer University content, or Nitro either?
I mean, I'm not gonna say nothing nice, but it's like, can we just be like honest? Like, why did OnlyFans girls think that they were gonna be welcome into Streamer University? You sell your body for you don't make content. You literally, like, is porn banned on here? Like, if I say the word porn, are you going to have to bleep that out?
Just say corn, just to be safe though. I mean, it's
corn,
not
okay. Well, corn. That's all they're doing is selling personal corn. Like, I can't get a OnlyFans girl and she telling to me like talking to me about business or how to like use a camera or something like that. Like, look, cut it out, man. It's not realistic. I don't know why they thought that they were gonna come in. I don't know why like why white people feel some type of way. I mean, it's just period. It's like, if y'all want a white streamer university, hit up XQC or Mr. Beast or Shroud or somebody who care. Like, are you serious? Like, oh, white streamers didn't make it. Who cares, dog? It's a black streamer made it. One of the most famous black streamers made it. He put a whole bunch of other black people on. Why does that bother you? Oh, it bothers you because you tell us all about DEI and people not qualified. So if a white person isn't in the space, you feel left out. But it could be an all white space, and why do you want some black people in it? This is, like, why do you feel like you need representation? Everybody can do whatever they. Nobody want to hear that, man. It's corny. Y'all are corny. Everybody is really corny. The corniest thing about this is that he did push it off like anybody had a chance. Any and everybody possibly had a chance. That was not the case. He was going to basically push most of the people that he knew and he had already worked with, and a few people who were lower at the end of the totem pole made it in. So that was cool for them. Shout out Big Win. He made it in. I'm a big fan of him.
Yep.
He's hilarious.
Shout out Big Win, man.
But it's like, come on, man. What you feel some type of way? And then it's like, I'm looking in this crowd and all the people that made it. Most of these people, are they even the people that made it? These look like random people to me.
Yeah, these are the people that made it. Yeah, I can see a couple people. Well, I mean, I've seen their content before. I know it's a blurry image. It's the quality of the video. I've seen light skinned Monte in the front. There's a lot of these people I've seen either on like social media or on like smaller Twitch stream collabs with stuff. But a lot of these people are already kind of established content creators. There are a couple that started from zero, but yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's fine, man. I really, like, I'm glad that some people made it. It's really cool that they did. But realistically, it's like, if somebody didn't get in, it's because they weren't going to get in the first place. And it's like, it's a black people thing. It's a black people event. Just like DreamCon is not marketed like DreamCon is marketed as a convention where mostly black people show up, but anybody can show up.
Yeah.
So it's like, I seen white people at DreamCon and they be having fired like fits. That's cool. But realistically, it's like, who cares, man? Like, get over it.
Right.
Hit up one of your big streamers to make a streamer university. But realistically, if y'all do that, I'm gonna be honest, they don't be funny for real, man. It's a few and far between of them who actually be funny or I actually find their content enjoyable. And the people whose content I find enjoyable on that side, they all older. They way older. Like, you remember when we was kids, I was watching Vanos, C-Nanners, Wildcat, like all of them. They're not gonna do no streamer university. They're gonna make their little YouTube videos. They're gonna have a fun time, and I'm gonna laugh at that. It's like, be for real, man. Get over it.
Nigel, you got anything you want to say?
Yes, sir. So, just to even add on to what Wes was just saying, people don't need qualifications to do OF/corn content, because that's all on the internet. And just like in real life, don't need any real qualifications to go to those adult clubs, right? But if we're talking about, like, I don't know too much about this streamers university, but if people have been established somewhat, and that's like the prerequisite to go there, then that's the same as university and colleges most of the time, because what do you have to do before you get to university and college?
Yeah,
You have to have good grades coming out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, right? So I see that as the same way, just based off what I heard, right? So I see no problem with it for right now, right? Because this is the start, right? How does it grow from here, right? We're finally doing something for ourselves too. So this is also historical, right? It's a young HBCU if you really want to break it down, depending on how it starts to go. But if it's a university, you treat it as such. You got to have some kind of prerequisites before you go there, right? So that prerequisites probably, okay, you have to be having some type of followers or something for the most part before you get in there. But if it's just for the networking and stuff, then it should have been called something else.
Mm-hmm. All right. How do you guys feel about Streamer University? If you guys have something you would like to say on this topic, now is the time to raise your hand. And do you feel like streaming should be a part of school curriculum now that streaming has become mainstream?
No.
No?
Heck no. It's hard to keep kids off their phones at school in the first place.
Will Too Humble, how do you feel about Streamer University, brother?
Oh boy, I don't even know where to begin with this, because after everyone voiced their opinion about it, it's almost like I see what he is trying to do, but at the same time, I just do not like the fact that there's a double meaning behind this. I am absolutely a firm believer that I understand that he's trying to help streamers who either don't have much or already made it, but I just think that when you have this type of opportunity, I think that there is some level of selling your soul to the internet. I believe that there is some level of selling your soul, although he's putting it as if, okay, it's not like that. He's giving you everything up front, how cool looking it is, how, you'll be able to collab with certain people, but I just believe that there is a double meaning behind it. And on top of that, I also believe that if you are only targeting the ones who already made it versus trying to put people who didn't even think of, like, oh, okay, I don't even know what streaming is like, put on, it's like, okay, you're just building up the ones who's already up there already. So it's like nobody else has the opportunity to get anywhere, because it's like, all right, we got them. So I'm just like, what? Like, huh? Like, I get it on what, Nitro was saying about, like, okay, about, all right, for you to get to a university, you gotta go through high school. But let's be real about this. If it is so easy to sit here and cut on a stream, sell your soul, get noticed, do ridiculous things to get noticed, come on, man. Anybody can do it. Anybody. It just takes your soul. Literally, it takes your soul to either do it that much to get attention, or you to ease back and just don't do what everybody else do and not get chosen. And what KiteZz comes off as, he comes off as like, I need somebody who can be like me. That's what he's coming off as. And for me, we don't need any more of that. And I'm sorry, I just can't see that.
Okay, I'm processing. So do you feel like people that get successful streaming on their own, because when you say selling your soul, that essentially in my mind equates to like somebody selling out. So do you feel like a guy who's playing a game, he's really popular at a game because he's just naturally good at the game, and he gets to the point where he's making all the money, he's doing whatever you do you feel like he's a sellout at that point then?
No, because my thing, no, because what I'm thinking about is, I'm thinking about how how I got here. You know what I mean? Like how I got here without the Streamers University. Like how I really got here by being myself, by doing things to get myself up here by myself. So if I'm over here, you know, hypothetically signing up for this, and like I said, I do collabs with people, I get used to people, I see what other people do from what I'm doing. Knowing everyone's history of seeing people on the internet and what they were known for as far as viral clips, you know, tons of views on the videos, it's like there's something with that that screams, okay, I see what you're doing, but I just do not agree with it. It's like you have to do the most to go viral. That's the whole thing. You have to do the most. Like you have to sit up here and take like these like crazy risks. Like it doesn't feel natural. Is what I'm saying. It doesn't feel natural. It feels like it's like forced. That's what I am like looking at. Like I said, is it cool for him to do it? Absolutely. But if I'm really looking at this for the long run, best believe, Alex just said it. Everybody gonna be on their phones. They will never get off their phone. Next thing you know, hey mom, I need some money. Can I use some of your money so I can support my favorite streamer? Okay, son. There you go. Money, hundreds of thousands. We don't even know how much just being spent on them. And it's just like, dang. I mean, I get you love and support them, but then what about your family? What about your household?
I feel like
but that's just me though.
I feel like that, I feel like that's consumerism in general though. I feel like that to like pin that on streaming when that's already been a thing just from like we just talked about the gaming industry already. You get what I'm saying? Let's talk. We can break it down to even the like. It's I feel like it's a stretch when people put it on like streamers and stuff because donations and stuff like that, but then we don't have this conversation about natural consumerism in general, like the fact that clothing brands have been exploiting us for this entire time. You got kids that are willing to have their parents spend $300-$400 on a pair of shoes, or like you said, like even people can make the argument about the V-Bucks system and stuff like that, but then we also are ignoring consumerism towards fast food. We can make a burger for $5. Fast food markets that same burger for $14, but because it's a name and because we are lazy and consumerism is natural, we won't blink an eye at the fact that we're paying 3-4 times the price for food items that we can cook ourselves. So I feel like to put like consumerism on streamers and content, because streamers are just content creators in general, because kids love them and they're good entertainment and kids want to do that. I feel like that's a stretch, because then you have to tackle consumerism in general if you're gonna make that claim. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. Mind you, I can sit here and tell you the same exact thing. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, that's not the same. Of course, I already know that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But us not really talking about, you know, GTA for that long, I get what you come from. You know what I mean? Like the way you are like thinking about it, that's how I think. You know, so it's not just about I doing his thing, it's about things in general.
Right.
It's about everything. So for me, like I said, I see what he's doing, and if people are getting benefits off of it, cool. Just to me, there's a double meaning behind it. There's a double meaning behind it. That's all I'm really like, you know, simply just saying about.
Okay, no, I get you. I can get you, because a lot of things it is very easy to feel sinister intent behind, like Mr. Beast, biggest YouTuber right now. If Mr. Beast randomly just hit my email and say, hey, KiteZz, I want you and your wife to come out here and start doing all this, blah, 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 and I'm gonna pay you this money and put you on, I'll be sitting there scared too, like most people would be excited, but knowing what I know about how this road is, like how this content road really is, I'll be like, like, I don't know, like how you find me, gang, like it would be that type of energy. So yeah, I understand.
Yeah. That's all it really. That's all it really is. And I ain't gonna lie. I know my time is up because obviously I can go in for longer, but I know my time is up. So yeah.
Yeah, but shout out to you, Will Too Humble.
Yes, sir.
I mean, like, let's be honest, they got India Love on here, and I mean, India Love ain't known for nothing but being an industry pass around. So, like,
that is true.
It's marketing. It's advertising.
Yeah,
it's collaboration. It's networking. That's all it really is.
She's still bad though.
All right.
Now them making it an actual. Now them making it an actual curriculum, I don't agree with it only because if they were to actually make it a curriculum, don't label it as streaming. Teach the kids like social media analytics, social media marketing, advertising. Like you can do all those things. They can still learn all these things about streaming because it's more than just sitting in front of a camera.
Wait, I just read it.
Because that's how people. But
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. They got India Love teaching love and relationships. Alright. But go ahead, my dear. I'm sorry for being so rude.
Nah, the next person can go.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Alright. Smiley.
Hating arts is crazy.
Hating arts. Defense against it. I'm Dante. That's a good pick. Dante's a great pick. Smiley, go ahead. Oh, I got you still muted. Go ahead, Smiley.
Hey, all I got to say is like all this, like people acting so emotional and crying and stuff like that. But at least one thing I got out of this situation is a Soluminati video. That's it, cause he never posts. Now, if y'all don't know who So is, he caught before Kai was Kai. He the reason why everything is the way that it is now when it comes to streaming. Period. You know, he was man. But like the thing of it is, at the end of the day, people taking this so emotional, crying and everything like that. Like it ain't that serious, man. At the end of the day, like if you could create a name by yourself, like you don't need no stream or nothing like that. Like all this is on YouTube for everybody to learn. So
that is also true. But
yeah, man, that's all I had to say though. But yeah, so Illuminati made a video. I'm happy. That's all I can say.
Yep. So Illuminati is banned on Twitch. He's moving to Kick. They banned him.
He got unbanned again, but
for the second
he probably
time,
still gonna move to Kick. Oh yeah, the video that he dropped yesterday, they said they like banned him or unbanned him a few hours. As soon as he mentioned going to Kick, he got unbanned.
Yeah,
but I would still probably go to Kick if I was him. If they actually trying to, like, if Aiden is trying to get something together to drop a bag on him.
All right, Lucid Experience. Go ahead, man.
How y'all doing? So pretty much I'm proud of what KiteZz and I them are doing. I was hearing comments that resemble more of a kind of get off of my lawn type of an ordeal with how they're doing the streaming university thing. I think it's pretty dope that they have their friends who each have their own individual fan base to collab together and do this. Like they didn't just wake up and get in front of a computer and say, "Oh, I want to do this." This took a lot of work. Like this is their life. This is a job for them. They get thousands of dollars. Like I saw a video once where KiteZz paid off a house for his mom. He dropped out of college to get this done. So let's not sell these guys and these ladies short for what they're doing. It takes a lot of work to get to that thing. And people who are complaining about not getting on there, it's either not your turn or you don't have the push like they do, but they worked hard to get to where they're going. So I think instead of complaining about who didn't get there, why they didn't go there, let's not worry about that. Let's just celebrate the fact that he's able to even pull something like this off.
Exactly.
He's always been creative. And as far as the comment earlier about kind of selling your soul to do this, when you're an opportunity is placed in front of you that could change your life, you have no idea what people will do.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just how happened that for Pi and the other groups like AMP or was it Dreams, whatever their
RDC?
faction is, they are RDC. Thank you for that. They took the risk and look how it's paying off. We see them all the time doing what they're doing. So give them credit. I mean, the Caucasian people that are complaining about it, y'all have a bunch of streamers you could go to collab with if you want to, or to speak to if you want to. I'm not really worried about the racial piece because I think there are some of there that are in that room too. But I love what he's doing. Do I watch his stuff like that all the time? No, because it's a lot going on at once. But people watch it. It's entertaining. Hell, KiteZz got on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. You are a streamer in front of a computer and you get on the worldwide leader in sports, you're doing something right. So this should be a moment of celebration.
Okay, I rock with you. Miles, go ahead.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the topic. I like the idea. I agree with Alex. I like the idea if it's more than just like being in front of the camera. I do like the idea of if you're gonna teach people how to stream, make it more than that with the analytics and the behind the scenes, the tool, technology, lighting, algorithms, the whole nine. I like that part of it. I don't necessarily care for KiteZz to be the teacher. I think if you're gonna teach that far with like the behind the scenes stuff, the for real stuff, I think you need someone with a little more brain cells. I don't think he's the smartest brother in the world. I don't necessarily care for really like young kids following him as far as idolizing him, because I see kids that imitate him and it gives me a headache. It really does. You really should never follow anybody who's like that. You really should just admire it, be entertained by it, but when you start imitating it, that's where I got a problem with it. And I think people get too caught up in money and thinking, oh, well, he made money and he became successful. That doesn't necessarily mean a good thing a lot of times. There are people who are successful and really kept their morals intact. Those are the people you really should look up to. I'm not saying he's one of them, but from what I've seen with him, like act like that, I mean, I couldn't do that. And you're talking to a guy who does stand-up comedy, and I don't walking around like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for that. I'm sorry. I don't know much about him other than that. I know he caused a couple riots, doing stuff in groups back home, in Union Square. People who from New York, y'all know about what happened. But but I do like the idea though. I mean, if it's the new wave of the future, I'm all for new technology being the thing, and I have no problem with it. And I root for him. I just hope maybe they could tweak some things and maybe get some people, some real teachers maybe who got some like real education. I just don't think he's smart enough to be teaching people. I just think he lucked up. He got a good thing going for himself, but I don't think everybody's meant to teach. I don't think everybody has that teacher mindset. You know what I mean? Like when you think of people who actually teach, like who got actual scholars, that's all. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can agree with that. Only thing I can say is these kind of people, they've been in the rooms with the execs, with Twitch, with YouTube. Like, if there's anybody else that can teach people how to stream the right way as far as analytics and SEO and advertising, business marketing, it would be them. But I don't think this is gonna be. I don't think this is like a literal university. I don't think it's gonna be a lot of learning. It's just gonna be a whole bunch of games, activities, and collabs and segments. This is not a literal university. Yeah. If it was, then that would be crazy work. It's just pure content.
Somebody said, Cape Boji said, the problem is that if a big streamer did a white only streamer university, it would be a problem. Well, it would be a problem because there's not a black only streamer university. So if
this wasn't a black only streamer university.
Yeah, there's white people, there's Asian people, there's some Samoans in here. There's literally a white professor, a Japanese teacher. There's a whole bunch of white people in the front right here. So this is a diverse cast. I saw some Arabic people in the back too. So it's like if they did a white only streamer university, it would probably be just to segregate it. Because no, you're fine. No, you're not fine. I'm just adjusting to your point of the fact that like the problem is, I think the problem is people are feeling a type of way about it is because it's like they're looking at this lineup and they're like, oh, this black streamer KiteZz just did a streamer university, and they're looking at all the names and they're looking at all the content creators and they're seeing a large majority of them are black streamers, and they're like, yo, this ain't right. But my thing is this, it's also about look at a lot of the smaller streamers, look at the stuff that he's giving them. He's putting them on with new equipment and stuff like that. Not saying that there's not white content creators that don't need this type of stuff, but it's a matter of when we have these conversations in this space, when we talk about content creation in general, how we even broke it down earlier, talking about even the black YouTube thing. We black YouTube happened a couple years ago. It was called YouTube Black. A lot of people remember that, and there was a lot of people who were angry, like, oh, why do black people get their own spaces? Why do black people get this? But YouTube Black was basically just a chance to give black content creators more reach, because a lot of black content wasn't circulating unless it was
getting shadow banned.
Yeah, a lot of black content was getting shadow banned. It wasn't circulating unless it was ghetto content. Ghetto content was the only stuff that's getting pushed. World Star Hip Hop was the standard for content. So people don't, it's not about the race of it all. I think if the problem is though, why did it take the only black streamer to do something like this though? I think that's my biggest issue, is because if you look at the top streamers for the last 15 years, the top 10 streamers for the last 15 years, I'm not saying he's not the only, but I'm saying that he's the only one to do this. So why is it that it took the top black streamer to do this? You get what I'm saying? Why didn't Mr. Beast does a lot. I'm not gonna throw him under the bus, but XQC could have did this. You feel what I'm saying? Shroud could have did this. Moist Critical could have did this. Asmongold could have did this. You get what I'm saying? The whole FaZe clan from all generations of FaZe clan could have did this. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure there's other streamers that have done it, but it's not being broadcasted on the scale that is being broadcasted for KiteZz because of the business moves that he's made. No other stream has done it. What they've tried to do was they tried to do courses, online courses, but all those online courses were found out to be scams. So he's the only one that has actually did it. You get what I'm saying? But I'm saying there's even KiteZz is the most popular black streamer, but he's not even the biggest, richest streamer. Aiden Ross could have did this. You get what I'm saying? There's so many things, and so it's like it's only natural that when a person comes up and a person of a racial group does something like this, you're gonna expect to see more of that racial group in there. All his streams are around black people. So I'm not surprised when I see this video and I see that it's 75% black. I don't think it's a racial thing. You're gonna go up and move with the people that you know. He's a black New Yorker. I see Dominicans up in here. That's New York. I see Dominicans, I see whites, I see his best friend's an Asian. Ray Asian boy. His best friend. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like if another streamer stepped up and did this and they were like, oh yeah, we only hire
we're only letting in white streamers and stuff like that, that would be crazy, because it's like, well, clearly the black streamer put it out here. He got white professors, Asian professors, white, you feel me? That we're not discriminating them. But it's okay to be like, all right, I'm a black community. I'm in the black community of the streaming world. It's only natural that more black people are going to be in here. You get what I'm saying? But Mr. Yankee, go ahead. I'm sorry I'll take too long. And Kate Boji, I thank you for that point, man.
I'm a few minds of it. KiteZz is the first that's known, that's actually brought this up to bring a collective as far as different nationalities and races together to make the streaming university. On the other hand, I agree with what everybody's saying, because basically I feel as though that he should have more focused on more or less. So the smaller streamers, he could have used that same collective, like the people that he had up on the stage as RAs or advisors or even teachers, to teach these other up and coming streamers how to do it. There's also should be a monologue with Mr. Beast and everybody else as a whole to make it a bigger collective, so that way everybody gets in. I mean, it's almost like we're segregating ourselves, because the main thing about it is, of course, the gold standard, unfortunately, however you want to look at it, was World Star. I hate to say it, but World Star, every time I seen World Star, that was like the coming of the Zeus Network. And if you know about the Zeus Network, if you know, you know. I don't support that at all. Right. Because that makes us they put everybody in a bad light. That network as a whole is a blight on our community. Right. In my opinion. This is my wholehearted opinion on the Zeus Network. Now, with that being said, I feel as though he should have collabed with Mr. Beast and everybody else that are bigger than the content they create, to create a bigger collective, so that way it'll be all open and it's all basically all, inclusive. Because but everybody wants to go and get, if you want to go against DEI, make inclusivity a standard and not exclusivity. That's all I have to say. And just to add and close, I feel as though that most people should have been on there. I like what he's doing. He is making it a diverse and bringing equality to the masses to do this. But I feel as though I still have reservations as far as what his intent is, and I agree with what Miles says. There might be an ulterior motive, and certain things that KiteZz is doing, I'm not too cool about. But for the most part, I see this brother trying to do something, and I'm willing to support it. If he's trying to do something to bring something to the masses that can help people build on different platforms, whether it be Twitch, YouTube, all the way down from A to Z, I'm down for it.
Okay. Shout out Mr. Yankee. Shout out Kate Boji for the $5 bomb. We appreciate you, family. And also thank you for bringing up that point I talked about a couple minutes ago, because that is a good point to make. So shout out to you, Kate. Mecha Blue Phoenix, how do you feel about the KiteZz Streamer University?
I will first say that it's definitely an interesting take, and I kind of saw that we were going to go to something similar to this, because it seems like nowadays the masses as a collective need to have some type of technical skills or anything digital, whether it be cryptocurrency, video editing, etc. So this is cool, and I'm all for it. I just am a little pensive. I'm still trying to connect the dots to see if this is coming from a place of true authenticity. So I'm not like being a Debbie Downer. I'm just kind of like, okay, I see where you're going with this. This is cool. And we were talking about like black content creators as a whole. Like, I think big timers, like so with Mr. Beast, I would even say like people like Berleezy, RDC, Corey Kenshin. Those would be some honorable mentions. That way he could show them, because Corey Kenshin, he edits his own stuff and everything. Now he may not stream like that, but RDC, they got somebody in there that's basically draws, directs, edits everything. So if they're gonna do it like similar to a university, quote unquote, they need to have people with a level of experience and be able to bring it to layman's terms rather than just a bunch of collabs. Because collabs are fine, but if nobody learns new skills, then it ends up being another digital rat race, and it seems like it's being that way currently.
I agree.
That's it though. That's all I got.
Shout out to Mecca. I do want to know it out. The thing I love about the black community, and I love about the African American community, we do be creating some very unique things, bro. Like taking it to the next level. Because when you really think about our top groups, like two of the top content creator groups for the black community is RDC and AMP. Those are the two. I say they top three, right? They in the top three. RDC did DreamCon, which took the whole next level for anime in the black community, because anime was actually popular in the black community, but it was never publicized. So a lot of black content creators were afraid to be all bold about their love for the anime world and animation world and stuff like that. So DreamCon and REC really pushed it out there. AMP doing the streamer university, this is such a unique way, because if all these streamers, even if they only half of them get successful, it's still the fact that it's like, bro, he really did that. You feel what I'm saying? He really, whether there's sinister intent or not behind it, somebody in that room is life is getting changed. You get what I'm saying? For a better way. You get what I'm saying? So it's cool. I like it. I just wish there was more content creators of different races and all that doing stuff like this. You get what I'm saying? Somebody didn't know Mr. Beast gave $10,000 to a lucky streamer. You feel me? I rock with that. There are streamers that really genuinely be changing people's lives, and I rock with that. So yeah. Steppa, how do you feel about KiteZz at Streamer University, brother?
Yeah, personally, I guess I feel like whatever's best for KiteZz is what's best for him. I guess teach the upcoming streamers how to stream properly. Guide them. Not just like teach them how to stream bad, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Ain't nothing to feel about it, but whatever's best for KiteZz.
Shout out Steppa. All right, is there anybody else that has any input that's up here right now? Nitro or West or Alex?
No, like it's just I just take it as it's a giant collab. I'm not taking it as a literal sense of he got to be doing X, Y, and Z and all this other. It's just a collab, in my opinion. When he first brought it out, I already saw it as a collab, because anything that he does is very tactical and it's mostly collabs. When he did his Mafia-thon, those are nothing but a whole bunch of collabs.
Right.
When he does any other type of event, they're just all collabs.
Right.
So it's just everybody's gonna benefit from it regardless.
All right. Nitro, go ahead.
I just hope for the best, you know, because I mean it's the first time we got something like this going on. It's good for our community and stretching out to other communities of different races and everything too. So, you know, it's diverse. We gotta look back at this in like the next year, 2 or 3 or something like that, just to see how it really goes and what people say about it. Right now it's too early to really. All we're doing right now is giving opinions, right? But 2 years or so, the things that we're going to be saying, if we're having this discussion again, is, you know, how did it succeed? How did it help? What have these students, these people that are basically students now, have done for their communities? What have they done for the social media stuff? Because even if you watch, like, you know, what was it? Black Mirror. I think Alex showed me that one on here one time, the Black Mirror, and I ended up watching it. There was an episode where it's all streaming. They live in like a cube or something, and I know it's kind of scary, but we're heading into a world where, again, YouTube and all that is already new media, and it's just going to keep evolving. So KiteZz just kind of jumped ahead of the train, and he started something. So
got a collab with State Farm.
Yeah, right.
He got a collab with State Farm. Like nobody else is doing that. It's marketing.
Yeah, so from like even just that collab right here is, we got to see how far this goes over time.
Right. All right. Wes, you got anything else to say, brother?
I'm gonna be honest, man. I feel like people should just be able to realize what this is and appreciate it for what it is, and look no deeper or no further into it.
Yeah.
It's
Content.
Entertainment. Yes, it's content. It's entertainment at the end of the day, and that's all it is, and that's all it ever will be. Is entertainment.
Because if we were to do something like this, on this scale, would it be the same thing that everybody is saying that it is for KiteZz? If we made it that big,
I imagine that if we made it to the point where we could even do our own in-person content and stuff that people are requesting for, there would be a group of people calling us sellouts at some point.
Yeah. I think with any level of success comes to people who feel like you sold your soul, or you doing too much, or you don't deserve the spot that you have. But literally, it's just people are just naturally inclined to be like that. That's why this is cool. This is a great opportunity. I don't care. Like, this has nothing to do with me. This is awesome for him and all his people. Nothing that he does in any way, shape, or form affects me at all. So that's why.
And technically,
this is cool.
Yeah, and technically, like right now, as we speak, even though we're not as big as KiteZz, we're technically already doing this, but on a smaller scale. We have a whole segment called Shameless Plug, Flock Talk. We put people on. We tell y'all how the algorithm works. We're transparent. And if we just do it at a smaller scale, that's it. We do it for our tight knit community, and hopefully it keeps growing. But
all I know is I keep getting the feedback that I'm getting with all this free information I'm giving people. I'm gonna start putting paywalls on it, man. I'm tired of getting disrespected for free info.
If you do that, we will be wrong for doing that too. So it's just when it comes to content creation and doing stuff like this, there's no winning with the masses, in my opinion. Because you can do it this way that they want it, and if you do it that way, but it has to make sense. Business wise, it has to make sense. And everyone says it's not always about the money. It's not always about the money, but this is people's time and livelihood that they're putting into other people so they can eat too. So they have to be able to sustain all the resources that they're exhausting to give to everyone else. They have to get something back in return too. So it only makes sense that he's putting people on and he's streaming it on his platform so his people can see.
Yeah.
That being said, this concludes an episode of Flock Talk. I know we didn't do Pop the Balloon today. It's because there's a lot of stuff going on with the Pop the Balloon community. We're just basically seeing what happens. There's still videos coming out daily. We still have constant content coming out daily. We would like to thank everybody for coming out to this episode of Flock Talk. We appreciate my moderator, Westside, my moderator, Nitro, Big Nitro. I appreciate y'all for being up here. I appreciate my lovely wife for supporting me through all of my content. The Cocoa Butter videos are still gonna be here. We didn't even do the Pop the Balloon conversation.
Yeah, you didn't do Pop the Balloon because Pop the Balloon is touchy right now. Didn't do it.
Shout out to Monet too.
Yeah,
he was in the chats.
Yeah, shout out to Monet.
Yep. Right. Also Demetrius. Shout out to Demetrius for always holding it down. Shout out to Blessed by all means for holding down that YouTube alongside Kai Mobley. Hold on, let me give my YouTube mods they props, man.
Yeah.
Who else was in here holding it down? I'm going through it right now.
Y'all was in here deep.
Yeah, the mods was holding it down, bro. So
Miracle Home, she was in there in the beginning.
Yup. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to Ray Hama for popping in. I saw you, my boy. Shout out to everybody. The Pop the Balloon stuff, we will keep y'all updated with what's happening. I know right now the reactors saw that little contract that was just given out, and the whole community is divided over, do you do the contract? Do you not do the contract? Is you selling out? Blah, blah, blah. Honestly, it's just a matter of, I can go into theoreticals, because a lot of people are making an argument that losing a 60% cut of their a 40% cut of their YouTube revenue is going to kill them. But a lot of people are not being honest with the fact that you're losing 40% of like $60. So it's like, it's more of like, a lot of people are not looking at it in the perspective of the audiences that you're able to reach. Even if you take the cut, it's still growth. But you know, at the end of the day, we are going to stay neutral. We are going to stay receptive and looking at what the situation is. But at the end of the day, we are also going to do what our audience, which is you guys, want for the content. Because at the end of the day, you guys are the reason why we are even here. You guys are watching the content. As long as it doesn't abandon our morals or make us feel any type of way, we will do what we need to do to give you guys the content that you guys request. So hey, but until then, just keep tapping in, keep checking out all our other videos. For you guys that wanted the follow up to the Soulless J, that video is already up. It's out. It came out at 2 o'clock today. All the videos, the Cocoa Butters the videos, all that stuff is still gonna happen. More Pop the Balloon reactions coming through. So just stay tuned. Keep supporting the Twitch.
Wednesday live streams. Tuesday, Wednesday live stream this week. We'll be gone this weekend though. This upcoming weekend, we'll be gone for a couple days. So Thursday will be the last Flock Talk of May, and then we'll kick it back in June when we come back.
Yep. So without all that, we love y'all. Y'all be safe. Y'all have a blessed night tonight. Be responsible. Do responsible things. Treat people right. Pray. Read your Bible. Acknowledge that Jesus Christ is King. He's Lord. Have a great night. We love y'all. Peace.